We're back here this morning to deal with summonses that were adjourned the 17th of May 2022. And as per my diary this morning, we shall deal with that this morning. But before I proceed any further to deal with this, Council, take us through this morning.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Morning.
May it please this Commission. Commissioner, just a daily diary there with 13 matters on the list. I will deal with a number of matters that are under my carriage. Mr. Keeper will deal with the balance. Now, Commissioner, basically, the matters that I will mention will all be adjourned for various reasons. And the date we propose to adjourn them and have them extended is Tuesday, the 31st of May, 2022 at 10 a.m. So if I could deal with item number 1, that's summons number 21, issued to the Prime Minister, Honorable James Marape. Commissioner, that's for mention. Commissioner, we understand the Prime Minister is currently on duty travel overseas and is not able to attend this morning. We have been in correspondence with his lawyers on record, Gemma lawyers. There is a statement or an affidavit that the Prime Minister will be giving in relation to summons number 21. And they've sought an extension in that regard. Commissioner, in those circumstances, we apply to extend summons number 21 to 31 May 2022 at 10 a.m. for mention.
Thank you, Council. In consideration to that, the Commission directs that summons number 21, dated 17 March 2022, issued to Prime Minister Honorable James Marape, is now extended to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022 at 10 a.m. for mention. Dated this 24th day of May 2022 and authorized by the Commission. Thank you, Council.
Commission pleases. Item number 2, Commissioner, is return of summons number 3. Summons issued to Curtin Brothers Holdings, NG Limited. Commissioner, that is a situation in which evidence was given by the Valuer General that potentially affects this particular witness. Commissioner, there are also other witnesses that we have seen summoned pursuant to press statement 7 that your Commissioner will recall. Now, Commissioner, we are proposing that a number of witnesses that are also listed also attend and appear when giving evidence that relates to matters concerning Curtin Brothers. Now, Commissioner will recall that those summonses are returnable this Thursday for mention, at which time we'll be giving an update in relation to a number of those witnesses and their availability in terms of dealing with evidence concerning Curtin Brothers and matters arising therein. So, Commissioner, for those reasons, we apply to extend summons number 3, issued to Curtin Brothers Holdings NG Limited, to Tuesday, 31st May 2022 at 10 a.m. for mention.
In consideration to that, Council, the Commission directs that summons number 3, dated 10 December 2021, issued to Curtin Bros Holding NG Limited, is further extended to Tuesday. Is that right?
Tuesday, the 31st.
Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022 at 10 a.m. for mention. Again, dated is 24th day of May 2022 and authorized by the Commission. Thank you, Council.
As the Commission pleases. Item number 3, Commissioner, is summons number 4, issued to Ballymore number 39. Now, Commissioner, Ballymore is an entity related to Curtin Brothers, and as such, the same reasons that I've submitted earlier apply to this particular witness. Commissioner, in those circumstances, we apply to adjourn summons number 4 also to Tuesday, 31st May 2022 at 10 a.m. for mention.
Similarly, Council, the Commission directs that summons number 4, dated 10th December 2021, issued to Ballymore number 39, is further extended to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022 at 10 a.m. for mention. Dated is 24th day of May 2022 and authorized by the Commission. Thank you, Council.
As the Commission pleases. Commissioner, the next matter that I propose to deal with is item number 8. Commissioner, that's a summons issued to the Secretary, Department of Lands and Physical Planning, Mr. Benjamin Sampson. That's summons number 14. Now, Commissioner, for the same reasons I've submitted in relation to Curtin Brothers and Ballymore, this is a situation in which the Secretary has tendered documents on matters relating to the terms of this inquiry. Documents have been tendered by the Secretary, and there may be matters on which the witnesses that we've mentioned earlier, namely Curtin, Ballymore, and even the other witnesses that will be called later down the list, and also witnesses that are proposed to give evidence in relation to summonses returnable on Thursday. For those reasons, Commissioner, we also apply for summons number 14 to be adjourned to Tuesday, 31st May, 2022 at 10 a.m. for mention.
Yes, Council, thank you. The Commission directs that summons number 14, given the reasons that have been stated, dated 27th January 2022, issued to Secretary, Department of Lands and Physical Planning, Mr. Benjamin Sampson, is now further extended to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022 at 10 a.m. for mention. Again, dated is 24th day of May 2022 and authorized by the Commission. Thank you, Council.
Commission pleases. Item number 9 is the next matter, Commissioner. That's a summons issued to the Registrar of Titles, Mr. Ala Ane, summons number 15. Commissioner, as mentioned earlier, documents have also been tendered through the Registrar. There are matters relating to those documents that may be that may require him to attend to be examined, or rather cross-examined by witnesses potentially affected by evidence that he has given. And for those same reasons submitted earlier for the Secretary for Lands, we also applied to extend summons number 15 to Tuesday, 31st May, 2022 at 10 a.m. for mention.
I'm satisfied with that, Council, along with the others, and therefore the Commission directs that summons number 15, dated 27 January 2022, issued to Registrar of Titles, Mr. Ala Ane, is now further extended to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022 at 10 a.m. for mention. Again, dated is 24th day of May 2022 and authorized by the Commission. Thank you, Council.
The Commission pleases. Item number 10 is the next matter, Commissioner. Summons number 16. Summons issued to Honorable John Russell, the Minister for Lands and Physical Planning. A similar situation there, Commissioner, where documents have been tendered, which may require examination or cross-examination by witnesses who have been summoned, or any persons who have an interest in the matter. Commissioner, for those reasons, we apply to extend summons number 16 to Tuesday, 31st May, 2022 at 10 a.m. for mention.
Yes, Council. In consideration to that, The Commission directs that summons number 16, dated 27 January 2022, issued to Minister for Lands and Physical Planning, Honorable John Rosso, is now further extended to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022, at 10 a.m. for mention. Dated is 24th day of May 2022, and authorized by the Commission. Thank you, Council.
Commission pleases. The last matter that I will deal with this morning, Commissioner, is item number 12, that relates to the return of summons number 19, issued to the Valuer General, Mr. Gabriel Michael, Commissioner.
Yes.
Commissioner, similar reasons submitted earlier in relation to Curtin Brothers, Ballymore, and the Lands Department officials. For those reasons, Commissioner, we submit that summons number 19 also be adjourned and extended to Tuesday, 31st May 2022 at 10 a.m. for mention.
Thank you, Council. In response to that, the Commission directs that summons number 19, dated 10th February 2022, issued to Valuer General Mr. Gabriel Michael, is now further extended to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022, at 10 a.m. for mention. Again, dated is 24th day of May 2022, and authorized by the Commission. Thank you, Council.
As the Commission pleases, I will now hand it over to my friend, Mr. Kipa, to deal with the balance of the matters on the list for this morning, Commissioner.
Please, the Commission, if I could mention item number 4 on the daily diary. Item 4 is in relation to the return of summons number 7, which was issued to the Department of Treasury, the Acting Secretary, Mr. Andrew Oike.
Yes, Council.
Yes, and Ms. Maricela Coe is here from that office.
Good morning.
Council's name is Kewa Inosholem. I appear for Acting Secretary. If Commission pleases,
Yes.
I would like to make an extension for summons number 7 to be extended to next week, Tuesday, 31st of May, 2022. The reason for this extension is because Acting Secretary is away on duty travel.
Yeah.
And I was only made aware of that yesterday through an internal circular. So I did, the legal secretary for the department did email Mr. Kipa and Charlene of that duty travel, and I think Mr. Kipa is aware of that.
Thank you, Council.
Commissioner, and we have no objections to the extension sought and no issues with the proposed date as well. So if a direction could be given for the extension of this summons number 7 to the 31st of May 2022 at 10 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Council. The reasons given sometimes can be unavoidable, and we understand that, and therefore, in consideration to that, the Commission directs that summons number 7, dated 6 January 2022, issued to Acting Secretary, Department of Treasury, Mr. Andrew Oake, is now further extended to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022, at 10 a.m. for mention. Again, dated is 24th day of May 2022, and authorized by the Commission. Thank you, Council. Thank you. You can be excused from the bar stand.
Thank you, Commissioner. May I mention item number 5 on the daily diary, which is in relation to the return of summons number 8, which was issued to the State Solicitor, Mr. Daniel Ropagare. Commissioner, we will ask for this summons to be extended to next week, Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022 at 10 a.m. as well. I did indicate in a previous hearing that we will require Mr. Rob Garea for some questioning or for examination in relation to issues which we consider relevant, which arose in our review of the material that he produced and subsequently tendered to the Commission. And we are still in the process of reviewing the material and coming up with the relevant questions that we think will assist this Commission. So if a direction could be given for the extension as sought in the terms that I've submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Council. I'm satisfied with that, the reason given, and therefore the Commission directs that summons number 8, dated 27 January 2022, issued to State Solicitor Mr. Daniel Rolpa Garea, is now further extended to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022 at 10 a.m. from mention. Again, dated this 24th day of May 2022 and authorized by the Commission. Thank you, Council.
Thank you, Commissioner. I move on to item number 6 on the daily diary, which is in relation to the return of summons number 9. Summons number 9 was issued to the Attorney General, Dr. Eric Kwa. And Commissioner, for this summons, we have yet to hear from either Dr. Kwa or his legal representatives. The last time an update was given to the Commission was that they have yet to receive a report from the NEC or receive authorization from the NEC in relation to an administrative inquiry into the sale and purchase of the Motukea Wharf. That being the case, Commissioner, we will ask for an extension to next week, Tuesday, 31st of May 2022. And in the meantime, try to liaise with Dr. Kwa's lawyers as to the status of the report. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Council. Again, given the reasons presented this morning, and in consideration to that, the Commission directs that summons number 9, dated 27 January 2022, issued to Attorney General Dr. Eric Kwa, is now further extended to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022, at 10 a.m. for mention. Again, dated this 24th day of May 2022 and authorized by the Commission. Thank you, Council.
Thank you, Commissioner. I mention item number 7 on the daily diary, which is in relation to the return of summons number 13. Summons number 13 was issued to the Honourable Sir John Pundari in his capacity as the Minister for Finance. Commissioner, I did indicate some time back in relation to this summons that indications have been given by interested parties for Sir John to be cross-examined. For that reason, Commissioner, I will seek to have his summons extended to next week, Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022 at 10 a.m. Although I think I should state at this stage that there is no indication as yet from Sir John himself, or there might be some doubt as to, or there's no guarantee as to his availability, as he would appreciate that this is elections time, and current members of parliament or intended candidates have gone back to their electorates for that purpose to exercise their constitutional right to vote and stand for public office. For the record, we'll just have it extended to next week, Tuesday, as requested. And in the meantime, we will try our best to seek Sir John's position in relation to his appearance. Thank you.
Thank you, Council. The Commission considers the reasons, and therefore, in response to that, directs that summons number 13, dated 27 January 2022, issued to Minister for Finance, Honorable Sir John Pundari, is now further extended to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022, at 10 a.m. for mention. Again, dated is 24th day of May 2022 and authorized by the Commission. Thank you, Council.
Please, the Commission. I move on to item number 11 on the daily diary, which is in relation to the return of summons number 18, which was issued to Mr. Ivan Pomelu, OBE, in his capacity as the Secretary for the Department of Prime Minister and NEC. Commissioner, I will also seek to have this summons extended to Tuesday, the 31st of May, 2022. We will require, at some point, require Mr. Pomelu to be examined in relation to the processes and procedures for records keeping and storage of documents at the Prime Minister's department. So if a direction could be given in those terms.
In consideration to that, Council, the Commission directs that summons number 18, dated 27 January 2022, issued to Secretary, Department of Prime Minister and NEC, Mr. Ivan Pomelu, is now further extended to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022, at 10 a.m. for mention. Again, dated is 24th day of May 2022 and authorized by the Commission. Thank you, Council.
Thank you, Commissioner. I now mention the last item on today's daily diary, which is item number 13. Item number 13 is a leave application, which we have styled as a leave application number 5, filed by Mr. Kennedy Kevin on behalf of the Narina clan of Tatana village. Mr. Kevin is in attendance today.
Thank you.
I'll ask him to approach the bar table. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner and Council. I would like my application to be heard for my interest in the Commission. My interest is that the land that was sold to the state was not Motukea. Motukea consists of two portions of land, portion 2001 and 2195, which consist of 77 hectares. And in those 77 hectares, Rarovei customary land is the land that was sold to the state. And how it was sold is, we have no information or what about how it was sold, so we show our interest and hope that you...
Yes, Council.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner, Mr. Kevin's intention is clear that he or they wish to move their application, as mentioned. Today's purposes are for us to fix a date for hearing of that application. Now, I think I should inform the Commission that we did invite Mr. Kevin and the clan that he represents to formally withdraw their application based on a view that we had formed. However, that invitation has obviously been refused, and the position is that they will move the application, or they intend to move the application. So if I could ask the Commission for this application to be adjourned to Tuesday, the 31st of May, 2022 at 10 a.m. for hearing of that application. So if a direction could be given in those terms.
Thank you, Council. In line with the request and also in consideration to that, the Commission directs that application number 5 by Mr. Kennedy Kevin, dated 29 April 2022, is now adjourned to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022 at 10 a.m. for hearing. It's for hearing. And again, dated is 24th day of May 2022 and authorized by the Commission. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner, that's all the matters that are on today's daily diary. There are no other matters before the Commission this morning. I will therefore ask the Commission for the hearing to be adjourned to Thursday the 26th of May 2022 at 10 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Council. I hope to see you back on Thursday, the 26th of May 2022, to deal with issues that is related to the press statement and for the summonses that now been adjourned to Tuesday, the 31st of May 2022. You know that this is one of the crucial periods in Papua New Guinea where the elections is coming very close to us. And therefore, the concentration, a lot of people are at the respective electorate at this time. And most of the interested persons that are requested to assist in this commission of inquiry are very much busy at their own electorates in relation to the nominations and in the process of the election that is around the corner. But that doesn't mean that the work of the Commission of Inquiry will cease. No. The progress is on. We are progressing very well. And I'm sure that as we return back on Thursday, the 26th, and again on the 31st, which is some progress that are coming through to assist us. So for this reason, Associate, can you please adjourn all the matters to Thursday for this week when we return back? Thank you.
All rise.